Good evening, everyone. Hello. It's Saturday. Hope everything is going well for you all. I hope that the stream is... Oh, that's a really nice sunrise coming in behind me right now. Oh, yeah, that is sunrise coming in because the sun's going up. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I hope the stream is working well because I'm also doing sending vertical information to the thing as well. So hopefully that is not causing any issues. Congrats, Charlotte Wrights, on getting first. Also, that whole notification thing that just happened there, I realized that the goal which I had on top of my channel was set at 100. I'm like, that's probably a little bit much. But also, the thing seems to have disappeared off my screen. Hello? Did I turn that off somewhere? I'm guessing that's changed for some reason. Okay, well, never mind. Not the end of the world. Google, Twitch be twitching. Also, you guys may have, anyone who's in my stream yesterday may have noticed I was not using Facecam yesterday. Also not using Facecam today, and it's gonna probably be this way for the next week or so because I had to move my setup into a different room, and this room, in my opinion, is not really fit for camera viewing. So yeah, if I manage to get maybe something set up in here or tidied up in here, maybe I'll be able to turn the camera back on because honestly, I miss it. I enjoy having face cam on. And I don't have a PNG tuber set up. If I did, maybe I'll take this as an opportunity to try and do that. Just time. It is busy. But anyway, welcome in, Charlotte Wrights, Cyberbees, Redstone, Gilded Ripple, Wraith Doge, Lunar Gem. Good to see you. And Pearl GG's on the 40 stream streak. Thank you so much for tuning in to my streams 40 times in a row. Enjoy those extra pennies and spend them wisely. Also, YouTube, good evening, everyone on YouTube. If you would be so kind as to hit the like button on this stream. Really, really appreciate it, whether you're watching back the VOD or whether you're watching live. It's always appreciated. And I hope you have a lovely time here. Okay, let's get started. What are we working on today? We are spending tonight in the museum. So, we have got, I think, 9-10 days left of SBK Season 2, which is sad. But it means that I need to push through and get this place finished because this needs to be finished. I need this for my final episode. I need this area set up for my final episode. So today we are going to work on focusing on these exhibits out front. I'm going to just do a quick check and see if there's any other things I can cover right now. Okay, those heads have been done. I don't have either of Oak's Kingdom's heads. I'm gonna probably have to chase down certain people for heads, because like, yeah, I think what it'll do is I will ping everyone who has not donated their heads. So we need Oak Kingdom, Pale Oak King, sorry, Oak Kingdom, Skylery, Kitrix, who has been able to pop on a little bit recently, which is amazing. So just not at the same time as me. Got you guys. Need to get Nukes. Surprised I don't have Nuke's head. But then again, Nuke is fairly careful about things. Got them. Don't have Cam's head. And then I think we've got all the other heads. So I'm hoping everyone else will pop by and write a little note in their journals. I will double check that before the world download, before we finish the season. So the very end of the season, I will double check that there is something written in every book, even if it's just a case of like, I was on the season. Yeah, there we go. And that is enough. The maps podcast is gonna happen. We're gonna do some fishing. Thanks, Val. Okay, we'll take a 10-minute break for fishing. Let's do that. So this is going to be a podcast we're going to do on Friday next. So we'll have our final podcast of the season next Friday, where we will fly around the server and get the final map in. So anything that is not complete by next Friday is just going to not be on the final map. But most things are complete at this stage. There's very little that's not done. And let me see. That's a stream box. That's materials for building. Materials for building. Okay, let's go do some fishing since that has now been requested. I think the last place I was fishing was Spruce Kingdom. So let's head over to Spruce Kingdom and see if we can get that disc. I know Skylery caught the disc fish. The fish disc? I'm not sure. Can't quite remember what they call that. Called the fish. But the legendary fish of Spruce was caught last night by Skylery. The Fisk, that's it. Wilson Fisk. So the legendary was caught last night by Skylery, which means Sky is officially the only person on SBK who's caught all 13 variations of legendaries on SBK. So there are people off SBK, I think, that have completed the full set. But Skylery is the only person on SBK that has caught every single legendary, which is awesome. So let's get over here. I don't think Leon is. I know Leon is do not disturb, but I don't think he's going to be over the fishing spot. He'll probably be working on his on his builds and stuff. So we shouldn't be interrupting him, I don't think, by doing a little bit of fishing. And if we do interrupt him, we can always go to one of the other kingdoms and do some fishing there instead. This place is looking absolutely fantastic. Okay, 10 minutes of fishing, and then we head back to the museum to get things done. So 10 minutes of fishing. Well, let's go. Actually, Wraith, Doge, do you know how to do predictions? Do we want to do a prediction to see if I get the legendary? You can give guys maybe 2 minutes to vote. If you're not sure how to do it, that's fine. Awesome, you legend. Yeah, so we'll do, and people can gamble as many channel points as they wish. So, hey Luther, it's good to see you. We're just about to do some gambling in chat, so we're gonna have a little prediction to see if chat thinks I will get the legendary, casting the Fisk into your hands. I would really appreciate a Fisk. It'd be really, really awesome. I don't have high hopes for getting a Fisk because I don't believe anyone has been fishing since Skylery caught the Fisk yesterday. So chances are very low to get a Fisk. Ooh, I got a chunky. So yeah, very low, especially since it's 10 minutes. But you know what? Maybe someone will get incredibly lucky. Maybe someone will vote in the way of like, yeah, we believe you'll get this. And then I will get the Fisk. And then that person will get a lot of channel points that they can play around with. So fingers crossed, who knows? We don't know until we try, do we? This one, I might just do a little bit of... Here, let's just enjoy the view while we do this. Oh, mobile view did work. I did, however, change back immediately. Yeah, it's obviously if you're comfortable, it's a choice, really. Like some people prefer the mobile view. It's an interesting one to have on Twitch, which is a streaming platform, which yeah, I'm not sure. I'm curious how people feel about using mobile view, because I would say it's like the reason why you think about mobile view on, say, YouTube is that often streams will then be slipped in to shorts as well. So if you're watching the shorts feed, occasionally you might get recommended live stream instead, because it's in vertical. Whereas on Twitch, there's technically not anything else happening on Twitch when you're browsing on mobile the same way. Maybe they're planning on... I wonder if they're planning on doing a thing. Thanks for doing the prediction, right, Doge? You legend. Maybe they're planning on doing Minecraft gameplay looks a bit wonky in vertical mode to me. I like seeing the whole screen. Yeah, me too. I like seeing the whole screen too. But then again, I am going to just call myself old. Guys, go get your predictions in. Make decisions. Make choices. They don't have to be good choices. Mobile mod view is weird. I've never really used mobile mod view, so I haven't really tried. Also, now with no webcam, I've moved into a different room for a couple of weeks because we've got visitors. So my setup has had to be moved, and yeah, this room is not fit for camera. So yeah, that is why we don't have camera at the moment. Maybe I should put a little thing on my. No, I'm not going to bother. If anyone has if anyone's wondering why I'm not doing webcam, then they can ask. I'd love to get. I kind of wish I thought about sorting out maybe PNG tuber at some point, but I just haven't got around to it. Because I just like using webcam, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you need to move your setup. Okay. You need a PNG tuber for times like this. You do. I do. Yeah. If I have time, I probably won't have time by the time. I'll think about, you know, what I'll do is I'll plan for the next time something like this happens. Probably won't get PNG tuber this time. I might be able to get my Minecraft skin up as a PNG on the screen, and I can have maybe some options there. I'll have a look at the PNG tuber stuff, but it's also just like time to actually look at it as well. So if I have time, I'll try and get something sorted for next Monday. But yeah, I'll try. At the same time, I'm also working on the final episode of the final main episode of season 2 for my channel. So there'll be, what I'm going to be doing is we're going to have a final episode, which will be my episode 19. But I have a bunch of games that I've recorded over the last couple of months that I haven't shown on my channel. So I'm going to post them as extra episodes after the main one has gone live. So currently working on that. Kid, how's it going? Good to see you. Actually, speaking of which, guys, just gonna so I post this in my Discord. Season 1 of SBK, my finale. For anyone who hasn't seen, I do a little credits bit. Hey Cameron, good to see you. I did a little credits bit at the end of my video, and I really, really liked how it turned out. And what I did was I actually showcased a bunch of community art. So when I was crediting each of the sky heads, I showed a different piece of art of each of the sky heads, and we tried our best to make sure that it was a different person doing each piece of art. So it wasn't art that was commissioned for the video. It was basically fan art that I had found in the community Discord and then asked permission to use in the video. So I'm hoping to do a similar thing this season as well. So for my finale, I was thinking of doing a similar thing. So if anyone has any fan art of skyheads that are like, oh, this looks awesome, feel free to share it in my Discord, and then we'll have a look at it, and it might be we might use it for that video for the finale. My finale is not going to be coming out until next week at the earliest, because as I said earlier, we need to finish the museum before we can post the finale, because we need to have the final map done, and the final map is not going to be done until next Friday. So next Friday we're going to be having our final podcast, and I'm going to reach out to other skyheads to see if anyone's around to join me on the podcast for a bit. It was a lot of fun last time. And there's a bird one somebody has been making of SBK. I've seen some of those. I think it's a work in progress still. Wraithstars, you working on the bird one? It'd be awesome to maybe get one bird on that in the thing. Again, I would love to showcase as many artists as possible. So my hope is to get different depictions of the SBKers. from different artists. So like you're really getting a feel for like just how crazy good this community is. GG's Kid a Bear on a 7 stream streak. You've been watching a whole week's worth of Anathra. Also, Cameron Ray on a 10 stream streak. Guys, enjoy those extra pennies. Spend them wisely. Let me ask Axians about April Arts. Oh, there was the April Arts thing as well. That's a good point. We could check that out and see if we could find some good material there. Also, like, I tend to be awful at checking out Tumblr, and I know quite a bit of stuff gets posted on Tumblr and stuff, but I suppose if I did check it out, then I'd probably catch more things. I'm mainly a Leon artist, so it's not surprising that the main time I've drawn other sky heads was as birds. Yee, I loved that concept, by the way. That was such a cool concept, deciding, hey, let's do everyone as birds. It's like the way PFK came along and did all the did stained glass versions of everyone. That I thought was pretty cool as well. So like people took on a theme and then they applied it to all the sky heads, which is really, really cool. So yeah, it is awesome. The stained glass. Hey, Miss Maury. Someone else came in and I think was sharing. So someone's already shared a bunch of nuke art. Because there's a ton of nukery art out there as well. Because like there's a whole magazine dedicated to him as well, which is awesome. That was really cool. Okay, we've got 30 seconds. Am I going to catch... Lunar Gem does the nukery art? Yes. Okay, let's see if we catch a fish within the last 20 seconds. Come on. Got a really bad headache, but figured I'd drop in and say, Miss Maury, thank you for popping in. I hope you feel better soon. And you go look after yourself. Take it easy. Have some paracetamol or aspirin or whatever it is that you can take to just help out there. But yeah, tea, anything else. Okay, this is our final cast. Disc? No disc. Okay, so we got a bit of frozen fish, a bit of one single angelfish, and that's it. So, yep. Very exciting. Acacia, where is my spruce? I'm guessing I've left it somewhere else. Okay, don't need to keep the raw cod, don't need to keep you. Let's bin the things that I don't need. Okay, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we can complete our prediction now. Some people may have gotten points, some people may not. Let's see. Let's check out the results there. So, details. Oh, we got split half and half in number of people who voted. I wasn't expecting 4 people to vote. Okay, so 4 people voted both ways. But no legendary clearly contributed a lot more points. So, congrats on no legendary people for getting your points back. And a little bit to top it off as well. So, Val and the other 3, congrats on that. Yeah. Miss Maury's words of wisdom stolen from a YouTube short she saw at 2 a.m. There are only 2 people in this world you need to impress. Your 8-year-old self and your 80-year-old self. Oh, I like that one. That's a really good one. That's a pretty epic epic quote there. I like that. Hey Samuel, good to see you. Right, let's get back to business. We've got a museum to finish today. So let's pop you guys back in here. And let's figure out what we're going to be doing today. So, I've been waiting all day for a stream to share it. Oh, I knew you would. It's definitely a me kind of quote. I love it. Okay. So, what do we have here? We've got this stream box. Right. I think probably the easiest one would be to do a fishing pond setup. That would probably be the easiest one. Leave a memento. Is there a happy ghast over here? I don't know if there's a happy ghast over here, so I may need to bring a happy ghast so that we can do some work under the floor. Unless we just bring it up. Maybe we just bring it up and we do like a little thing that. Miss Mori, GG's in the 20 stream streak. You sleep in peace. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is some people have put some stuff in their chests, which is awesome. So I'm gonna leave these chests where they are. I think most of these chests are empty. Joe's left his stuff here. What's in this one? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the chests that are empty. Because honestly, I think just like it's going to be tough to keep track of everything. So the important thing that we need to cover here is we need to make a little pool for the fish. We have our chests from the guests. We might do a thing where we put little things up here for like a sign for the other guests that came on and did some fishing, because like 4C did so much fishing. Nominal Gravity came on, lots of people. So I think if we do, let's make a little fishing pond here. We'll go back. We could try and go 1 deep. Yeah, we won't actually make a fishing pond that works. So just go 1 deep, and we can use, or maybe 2. And then we can replace the blocks underneath for design. Okay. And let me see. What do we have here for building with? So we've got copper. Not great. We want kind of like... Lottie, how's it going? Good to see you. We are fishing. Sorry, no, we are working on our museum over here. So just having a think about what blocks we're going to need. Stone blocks, cobblestone. And... we can do bits and we can get some bone meal. So let me see. Cobblestone, bone meal, maybe some tough. Gonna need water, so make sure I have some water, because I don't think I've got any of these. Let's bring this back because this seems like a good thing to use. So water, cobblestone, and do maybe some moss and dirt. Okay, let's see how much moss and dirt we can get from our base. Fishing week and the most complicated fish slap. Oh, are we going to do a fish slap? I don't know if I could do a fish slap. Only a little late. One is never late. One is never early. One arrives precisely when they mean to. Okay, so I need moss. I think I'm going to do mostly moss. And then we can I think I got a little bit of dirt. I'll double check. Because we have been using quite a bit of dirt recently here in Nether Kingdom, so we have limited supplies. Here's a little bit of moss. That's not going to be enough, but that's fine. Apparently Twitch didn't register me being here on Wednesday. Seriously? How long did you not? Oh, that sucks, Sky. I'm sorry to hear that. Please take please take a complaint to Twitch about that, because like I don't know. Lottie, you're welcome to lurk. You're welcome to lurk. You look after yourself. Okay, so we want some cobblestone. Stone. I think I'm gonna keep it. Oh, can I get? I think there's mossy cobblestone, isn't there as well? Do I have just stone? Cobblestone. No. I was talking in chat. I'm so very confused. That is very confusing. Usually that should last a while. Okay, we got a good amount of moss we can work with. Yeah, I can make mossy cobblestone. I need more cobblestone then, so I'm gonna have to go over to the farm to get some cobblestone. That's very strange. Slightly late as I was watching the program. Grim. Ooh, nice. Grim. Very good. References to Lord of the Rings and good moves. Yes. Lottie, you never have to apologize for being... I did tried to do inverted commas to the camera. I don't have the camera on. But you can't be late to my streams. Honestly, you arrive when you arrive, and that's okay. Let's put this here. No, that's not cherry. And this is here. Okay, so just a bunch of cobble. How much oak wood do I have? I've got a bunch here. Also, quick check. How is my jungle? Plenty of jungle. That's fantastic news because I'm probably going to need jungle for another build. I think I'll use oak for the setup around the fishing pond setup. Okay, we got that. I need some buckets for water. Okay, that's for fishing pond, and we could do some bone mealing. I think I'm just gonna go. I think I'll go buy some flowers. Let's just make sure my wallet is stocked up because I think I've been using it recently and it is a little bit light. So, bum 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 bum. That's good. Okay, we've stocked up there. I need to get more stone. And stone. Is that all the stone I had? Let's bring 2 stacks of stone. And we'll bring a little bit of andesite as well. No, tough. Let's do tough. Tough is a really nice block. Okay, so cobblestone, and then we head over to the thing. Yeah, I need to... This is going to be my big project this week, getting this bridge finished. She might get it, depending on... Oh, that's the wrong way. Depending on how things go, I might get it done tomorrow. Depending on how my time is. Also, such nice weather today, finally short season, so... But nice if it wasn't so muggy. Is it muggy where you are? Actually, we had pretty nice weather today. It wasn't really hot. It was kind of medium. It was mild. It was mild. It wasn't cold. You could probably have gone out in shorts if you wanted to. Probably later in the day, a bit more shorts weather. But it was definitely nice and sunny today. Lovely Holy Communion weather. That's what we call it here, because May is the month of the year when so many Irish children make their first Holy Communion, because so many people in this country still do Catholicism and stuff. It's a highly Catholic country, sort of. But Holy Communion is like when kids of about 7 or 8, it's not necessarily about the Holy Communion, the church of it, but they get to have a lovely day celebrating themselves and having a lovely time. And the weather was just gorgeous for it. So the kids all had a lovely day today. And I think it was a good weather last week as well, which is another day that's popular for it. Although I'm pale as a ghost, lol, and fair skinned, so summer can wait, lol. We'll have to go into vampire mode, lol. I agree. I like the cold because it's hard to cool down in the heat, but it's much easier to warm up in the cold. That's snuggle weather where you just like. Some people are lucky, like Luther's right now, who's gone into winter instead. But you know what? That's fine. Okay, I think I got enough cobblestone. I can moss that up as well. Got tough. I need to grab some water. Right, we've got enough to make a little pond. Don't like the cold. The cold here is -20 average. Okay, yeah, that's awful. In fairness, for cold for me is just close to freezing. Usually above freezing. Very rarely goes below freezing. So, yeah, I rarely have that issue unless like I was to go away to a colder place or something. But ain't got time for that. Well, actually no. Yeah, I don't usually have time for that because usually if I wanted to go to a colder place, I'd probably have to go during my summertime. And that would mean having to go to southern latitudes. Because during the winter time, I'm usually busy working. And I'm sure I'll be complaining in the height of summer. Yeah. What's the average temperature for summertime there? Okay, I think what we do is let's take down these bits here. Yeah, in winters, any positive temperature is considered warm. That's shorts weather. That's so Irish. That is so Irish. Well, 20, 30-ish. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Okay, let's start by just making a shape for our little wee pond that we're going to have. I'm just going to use moss to outline it. I think what we do is let's remove these extra lights here. Oh, new one, no! Free from work. Nice. We're doing well. We're doing well. We are working on... Actually, I've got all these chests here. Let's just throw a chest down here and put the stuff that we don't need in here. Yeah, so we're currently working a bit now on in the museum and getting exhibits going. So we're starting with making a little fishing pond for the... for like a little nod to the fishing heritage of SBK. So I think if we go like about that, it doesn't have to be a big fishing pond because it doesn't actually have to work. Yeah, I think we go like that, and then we can use stairs on the edge to kind of like give a little... I have the... Actually, we'll use oak logs for this bit. So, what I'm going to do is going to break... I'd like to maybe move this up a little bit. But, what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate the... what's here already into the build. There's people have placed down their chests, but I don't really want to move them. And today where I'm at, it was 18 degrees, but no breeze. Not my favorite level. Thankfully, I have ice lollies. 18 degrees is lovely. 18 degrees Celsius, just to clarify for those people who are not in the Celsius area. I think if we keep... Let's keep... I'm going to put some lighting in the floor here, I think. So, let's grab you. And just do a couple of lights in the pond. 18 degrees is a lovely temperature, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, now, do we want to... Let's do the pond first, I think. Oh, actually, let's just fill this in. Just want to get a shape going. I don't want it to go all the way out to the edge. I just want to have like a little nod to the islands that everybody built. Actually, I kind of like that Joe Hills is under the thing, just like for funsies. What we can do is we can do this, and then Joe Hills is just like sunk down into the thing. And then we can do the same with... Let's do the same with Elaine here. So Elaine has got lit up, and we could break this. And then it's like a little dip there. Okay, we've got our location. Let's quick check. FPS is gonna tank over here, isn't it? Yay! Every time I look over the map direction, of course. Right, let's do this. Oh, wait, what are we talking about? Stop art. Oh, no, could probably has a piece that would fit the credits. Oh, yes, so I'll clarify. So, what we're doing for my final episode, I've asked for my community to keep an eye out for fan art of the different Skyheads. So the idea is when I do the credits, I will show a piece of fan art besides the credit for each sky head. My hope is to have a different piece of fan art for the different sky heads from different creators. So I did it at the, if anyone's curious about it, have a look at the end of my finale for season 1 and you'll get an idea of what it's supposed to be like. So it's I was really happy with how it turned out in season 1. So I want to do it again. Okay, so actually don't, it's because this is like a small little pond. We actually only need a couple of spots here or there. I probably could do a couple of slabs as well, just to change it up a little bit. But let's do this and this. I am very curious to see what people find. It's one of the reasons why, like last season, actually, I think Moxie Junk helped out a huge amount. Actually, it wasn't just I think. I know. I know. I know my... just a second, right? So, that person who just came in there... Actually, I'll respond to your message. You don't it's deleted now. So, the Rifter, just a note, if you want someone to oh, actually, that's a bit young, isn't it? Possibly. Anyway, if you want someone to follow you, don't come into a channel and ask them to follow you. Come into a channel and engage, and maybe someday raid into them. And then if you raid into them with a nice little group and you're nice to people, maybe they will come back and follow you. Though I will be honest, but also, yeah, that's just a little bit of advice on that if you are looking to get people to follow you on the Twitches. Okay, bit of stone. Yeah, we'll get a bit of stone in here too. Could do some waterlogged slabs as well. I think I need a little bit of this stuff here. So mostly there. Twitch TOS. Is that part of the TOS? Is part of the TOS not to pop into Twitch and into channels and ask people to follow? I didn't realize that was on thing. Too young? If you're playing hardcore with your dad, you're never too young to play hardcore. You're never too old to play hardcore with your dad. But yeah, if you are like Twitch, do not share age in chat. Yeah, Twitch is technically only for people who are 13 and over. Please do not share age in chat. Just saying that is technically the rule. Oh, here's a perfect example. If you want, this is a perfect example of how to do is to let people know that you're streaming and that you would like people to follow you. Minecraft Architect, the legend, the awesome, the fantastic Irish streamer who does a huge amount of incredibly big builds. How are you doing, MCA? It has been a hot minute, I know. How have you been keeping? The classy crafters are coming in to crash your concerts. No! Oh, actually, that's a good thing. Yes! How are things going with you? Guys, everyone, please go follow my friend MCA. He is an incredible builder. Absolutely incredible builder. Now, just one caution. He does use more adult language. So just be aware of that. But it is hilarious if you enjoy it. It is absolutely hilarious. So how are you? You're getting over bronchitis. Jeez, dude. Oh, I'm glad that you're getting over it. Like, that is a nasty thing. Any raiders coming in? Let me just show you where we are. We are currently in the Museum of Skyblock Kingdoms. My name is Anathra. I'm an Irish content creator as well. But yeah, we are currently working on a big giant museum to celebrate Skyblock Kingdoms as we get to the end of our second season. So we're about a week away from the end of our second season. I'm not family friendly, so yeah, my nerves get the better of me. Yes, but you're fun non-family friendly rather than the people who sometimes I find like there's people out there who are just vulgar for the sake of it rather than because it's just like, I think you do it well. And there's plenty of people out there who don't. Okay, yeah, let's get some stairs because stairs are going to give us some levels, I think, a little bit. Yeah, it's a balance, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I think if we go, we can do a stair here. Stair in here. Oh, that's not. Can I pick you up? No! Sacrifice to the void. Shit, you can't do... I wish you could do... Oh, you can! I thought you couldn't. I thought you couldn't. Okay. Moss. Why is stained glass? The stained glass windows are so pretty. Miss Mori did an amazing job designing those. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Miss Mori, one of my wonderful mods, this was actually before she was a mod as well. So she designed these stained glass windows, shared them in community discords, and I spotted them and I was like, Miss Mori, can I rebuild these on Skyblock Kingdoms? So yeah, she actually went above and beyond because she designed extra windows, because this is before we had the extra kingdoms come in. So she's designed extra windows to cover those extra kingdoms. She also designed various options so it could have like 3 deep or 5 deep. And she also did a lot of work on the design of this this museum building as well. So a lot of this is inspired by stuff that she has built too. So really grateful for this. The work that she put in. It was really awesome. Okay, I think if we do... Let's get another moss block in there. It's good to have moss blocks beside moss blocks. Another one here. Never have too many moss blocks. That kind of makes sense there as well. Okay, I'm going to do this here. And then just 2 more blocks. The cherry one is gorgeous. Yeah, they're all... I don't know which is my favorite. Okay, probably the nether one. I'm a little bit biased. But the mangrove one is incredible. I love the shape of the mangrove one. You can so see... It's like seeing that mangrove tree is really, really pretty. Okay, we've got our thing here. Now we just need to water it. And we could probably put down a little stone or 2 as well. And let me see. Best place to do this is here, I think. Yes. You have a lovely break, lovely evening, MCA. Thank you so much for bringing your community in. You guys are absolutely awesome. And I will see you again very soon. And everyone, remember, please go follow MCA. Or, especially, well, if you're okay for like the older stuff anyway. Okay, so there we go. Pond is in. Let's get a little fishing bench down. We also need to have a little... Oh, we should have a little stand for our... We need a little podium. Okay, mini podium. I think if we go with... Let's go with oak. We'll use some oak here. Let me put these down. I didn't actually end up using the tough in the end, did I? It's okay. It's only a small spot anyway. Let me grab some bone meal first and do the thing. Yeah, that's plenty. Just keeping it simple. Gonna do a bit of decorating with tuff around the edges. So I want stairs around the edges. Let's do half that. And then another half of that as slabs. So we'll have a bit of slabbage and stairage. Okay, so I'm totally making this up. Let's get some bone meal down here. I know it's gonna... do that stuff. Fish. Kind of funny, as cherry is one of the woods I don't really use. I love the cabin core, so I use mostly spruce. So yeah. So sometimes blocks of quartz for the snow on the roof. Oh, actually, that's okay. That's okay. So let me see. We need to have a little podium, I think, for the... I think we need fish. I might put some fish up here, maybe. Right. We do... Let's just do a basic podium at the... over here. Did we do it on the ground, on the thing? I'm gonna do a little flyby of the actual podium, just to... Yeah, inspiration though. I'm pretty sure Viking just made the entire thing out of iron and stuff, so probably not going to use the design here. Okay, so he did a tongue. That's a bit big to do something with, so I think maybe if we can make a fish behind it. Can I make a shape of a fish? Okay, let's see what I can do. These available to me. Okay, so I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and find a cod somewhere. And I think what we'll do is we'll make a cod, and we can use that cod as inspiration for the thing. Let me see if I do... You can get a cod from pretty much any water source, so you can actually probably get one here. Also, I mentioned on the stream the other day that you and Shuffle, I guess, from what I'm mentally less tired to do my next base as a fairy tale mushroom in a dark forest. There we go. Cod, first try. Okay. I think I can make an item frame as well. Y'all in a very way inspired, I guess I meant. So let me just read that again. So also mentioned in another stream the other day that you and Shovel, I guess, for when I'm mentally less tired to do my next base as a fairy tale mushroom in Dark Oak Forest. As in, like, you would like to do that yourself kind of thing, or get inspired by what's been done. As, like, we both, actually, that's true. We've both done the mushroom stuff before, haven't we? Well, I'm currently doing mushroom stuff compared to... I'm not sure what Shuffle's doing right now. I think she's focusing in on the flight stuff. Okay, so let's see. We're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so about 13 pixels high is probably a little bit overkill for here. Maybe... Would that block things too much if I did the full fish? Okay, I think we can use oak though. A mix of oak and stripped oak. Even a little bit of oak wood. So let me try this. This might be a little bit overkill if we do full pixel art. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I could do that. Actually, I could do stripped here. That's not going to be able to be stripped. Oh, perfect. That'll be an eye. One, two, three. Up 3 on this side. 2, 3. Yep, that I guess y'all inspired the idea. You, the Shovel and Shelby, did a fairy tale with an empires. Yeah, she did, I suppose. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually had a chance to really watch much Shelby. Or just not that I haven't got a chance, just never got round to it actually. Okay, we do 3, 2, and then it'll be 1, 2, and a 1, and yeah, this can go. I think I can I hold this in my hand and do this? This is very small if I do it that way. This is gonna be tall. Thoughts, guys? Do we go full size? This is going to be a tall fish. It's probably going to block bits and pieces of the museum if I do it this tall. Maybe a fish banner? I think a banner might be a bit too small. Maybe we just try and half the size. Hey, Lynn. Do you know what? We'll just try half the size. Let's just improvise a smaller salmon. So if we improvise a smaller salmon, we'll make the eye down here instead. Sorry, brain tired and it's been consistent 23 degrees in my flat, so kind of fried right now. That's okay, Lottie. Don't have to be, it doesn't, that's okay. Okay, so we do this. Let's take this all down and just shrink it down. I think if we do like half size, it should be fine. It won't be the best, but it'll be better than going full whack and it'll be too much. Okay, so that is, let me grab this here. I'll pop that there. I'm going to give you that. I think I'm going to switch this out for you. Okay, good there. And you can go there. So if we're not going as wide, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 3. So it should be, let me see, so I want to go up one of these. And then in and up one more. Okay. Let's use a little bit of the light stuff there. There's a little fin there, so I'm gonna do this here. That's not the right block. You head off on no, and you mind yourself. 30 hours of work in 2.5 days is not. Oh, you take it easy. Enjoy your nap. If you fall asleep to me, that's perfectly fine. We appreciate the sleepers here. Okay, that's the fin. Yeah, figures can get pretty big. My snuffle took at least 10, maybe shulkers of blocks in color concrete. Whoops. Oh, you made a sniffer? Ooh, wow. Okay. So that covers you. And then, yeah. And then if we go that there. Actually, might do darker. Did you do that darker? I think if we go, we need a little bit of light stuff there. We need a little bit of a light stuff for the fin. There's too many fins on fish to remember to go through all the names again. So this particular fin is there. So that's the one that kind of like is on the sides. Actually, we can do an extra bit there. That counts there as finish. That goes there. This here for that dark underside. It's kind of looking greenish. I think if we go... I think I can go like that. I'm going to switch that out there. Shrinking down a fish, not easy when I'm trying to do it pretty much the same as a cod. And then, and also it's a diagonal as well, which makes it really fun. Then we go up for tail a little bit. Let's put a little bit of lightness here. And then to finish this off, we go not there. Da, and no, actually, I want to do da. Okay. Let's have a quick look here. Okay, we're going to take this one out. It's got fish vibes. I think if we move the eye up, that'll improve. Okay, what do we think, guys? Fish enough? It's just to get the vibes of the fish rather than actually getting it really accurate. So that's a fish. All. I'm going to pop you in there. Actually, I'm going to need this anyway for the final one over here. Snuffle, it's a model animal. That modded animal that kind of looks like a ram and took 3 days. He took 3 days. I also did fox and red panda, the DMV. Oh, nice. The Snuffle, I think, got mentioned has been mentioned to me by Slipshot. Because I think he's had Snuffles in his version, his modded series before. Okay, we've got our fish. Let's put down some polished tuff for podium. Ooh, actually we can use chiseled for first, and then we'll use this block for underneath. So it should be like this. Bum bum bum. First, and then actually we could even do very simply a second by doing this block here. So it's usually first. Oh, I can't do that if I'm going to do item frames there. Yeah, so I need to get the trophies. 1, 2, 3. Let's grab those. 1, 2, 3. Craft 2 sticks and item frames. So the idea is we'll get some item frames here. We'll get the trophies. We'll get trophies in here as well, and then we can put the names of the people on the trophies as well, or something like that. Ooh, actually, what I can do is we can use hanging signs. So if I make a little thing for the hanging signs to go on, that'll look awesome. Okay, let's do walls. So I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5-ish blocks, 6 blocks. Yeah, because we want the signs to be on top of the trophies. Okay, and I'm pretty sure if I put hanging signs there, it will do the thing. Okay, I need to get some metal though if I want to make hanging signs though. I should have some hanging around in my ender chest. Yes, I do. Fantastic. And chains. 2 chains. Gonna use oak wood. Aindo 3 Karakuik Shay. Hanging signs, and then we just go like this. I think they'll connect. No, it doesn't connect to the wall like that. Okay. Can use we'll put a block up there. It's fine. Just fix them with blocks instead. We'll go with... Oh, for a sec, I heard a creeper sound hiss there. That did not land. Okay, break you. Break you. Aha! Okay, fantastic. Okay, and then we can do signs. So second place I think was Viking, or was it Acorn? I'll have to double check that. I know first place is obviously... That's not how you place that sign. Please tell me I can place a sign against a sign. Yes! Okay, I wasn't sure if you could or couldn't. Okay, so... first place... so first place... Skylery, and I'd love to get her points in there. Second place... I think it was Viking. It was either Viking or Acorn. Third place. And I'm just going to do the for the main competition. I'm not going to do all the other details. If someone wants to come in and do that, they're welcome to. I can always leave a lectern over here if someone wants to. But yeah, that's actually I might do a lectern over here anyway to kind of like give a little lowdown on the fishing data pack and stuff, so that people can come get an idea. Okay, let's get a bit more of the tuff down here and there. So it's a little bit more spread out. Okay, but this is pretty obviously like the fishing pack contest. Actually, I think if we get it, I think it would be a good idea for us to put a book down. So I think if we put a book and a lectern down, that way we could also include the details of the of the data pack and stuff in case anyone's interested in trying out the data pack. And any other details we remember we can add to the book and stuff. So yeah, let's just have a quick look at how this looks from back here. Okay, the fish is now disguised by that banner. Maybe if I move it, I kind of wish I want to move it all up by one. The fish is fine from here. It's just this kind of disappears behind the thing there. So it's not quite as obvious. How does it look when you're coming in here? Yeah, it looks like it's part of the trophy area. We could move the trophy spot to over here. So that we got a slightly separate... Let's move the trophy spot because that's going to be easier. What did you do, Miss Murray? Oh, they're congratulating you on this. The stained glass, I believe. I believe that's what they're doing. Okay, let me just move this over. I'm going to move this over. This is not the spot for it, I don't think. We can just keep the fish area separate. Hang on a second. Science can float like that? It's just placing them that's the issue? Ah. Okay, I'm still gonna move it. I was just contemplating there about leaving floating signs instead, but no, it's fine. One of the most memorable moments of my life, lol. King Alfie hearing you mention my name and asking you, did you ask her yet? And you being all, I wasn't gonna do it on stream. I was actually planning on actually sending you a message rather than doing that. Oh, wow. Yeah. GG's, Alfie. Okay, yeah, this is a better spot. Let's do it this way. Okay, then we get the signs here. First, second, third. I think it's still nicer having the thing that it connected rather than floating, so oh, actually this would be nicer if we do the wall behind. And that way it'd just be a little bit nicer, I think. Okay, so what I can do is okay, so the trophies are fairly big, but it's fine. So let's break you. Pop you down. Had to get back up because my alarm for my bread to be needed one final time went off. Head is feeling slightly better. I'm glad to hear that the head is feeling slightly better. I totally get the whole bread thing because well, I grew up in a household where my mother would regularly bake bread. So we were all pretty much trained to help out with the bread. she'd make soda bread in the house, so everyone in the house knows the timings for her baking. It's drilled into us. So actually, yeah, that looks a lot better, a little bit nicer. Okay, so first place, Skylarry, and we'll put the points underneath. Third place, need to remind myself who that is, and then second place. Fab. Okay, that's a lot more subtle. And then we can put, we'll put a lectern over here with the book. So all the details for all the other stuff can go over here. So I'm going to have to go get another lectern and a book, but that's fine. That's pretty easy to do. Let me just do that now so I don't have to think about it later. I'll bring over a couple of books and a couple of shelves because I've got a feeling I'm going to need to do some more of these. That's much better. That is much better. Okay, still not, it's still a little bit obscured here, but you come down here and you see fish. Fish. Which is all you need to know. Fish. I'll try that. Guys, is there static? Quick check. And is it my voice or is it the game? Game. Okay, well. You don't think so? It'd be very obvious now because we've got the villagers here. Okay, I'll do a refresh game audio. Okay. Should be better now. Fantastic. I gave a thumbs up to a camera that is not existing right now. I missed my face cam. For anyone who came in later, I can't use my face cam right now because this place is not very good for... It doesn't look good. It's not a good background. Sounds like the game. Yep. Fortunately, a few people spotted it, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Oh, some spare books. Oh, I should get some more ink and... Ooh, that's my favorite flower. Okay, I'm going to put that over in storage. Let's go see if I've got some ink and feathers to work with. I'll probably have to go to Vikings storage again to get the feathers, but that's okay. Should have ink though. Bum. Yes, okay, plenty of ink. Overworld foliage. Yeah, that's where my lilies of the valleys have gone. I was wondering. I was trying to use them a bit. Okay, to Birch Kingdom. Oh, did I show this on stream yet? I'm not sure if I showed this on stream. I'll probably pop it in video. But yeah, PyPy did an extension to the bamboo bridge, and then I connected the two together. So we are now connected with the Bammer Bridge. Oh, look at all those sparkles. All the spores. Ah, so awesome. So yeah, we've completely connected the Bammer Bridge together now. So only one more bridge for me to work on, and that is the one over in the what I'm calling the Nether Grove. Is it called the Nether Grove? I think I'm calling it Nether Grove Bridge. Is what I've been calling it. Closest portal is probably this one anyway. So yeah, the Nether Grove Bridge is the other one that I need to do. Oh, that's really nice. Copper lanterns on top of just like random fences. That's really nice. Okay, over to Birch. I can never decide which portal to use for Birch. There's two, because both you have to fly from pretty much to get easy access. I think this is probably the easier one. So this is the one to the villagers. The other one is down to their underworld temple. But like, at least this way you only need like one rocket to get up. Okay, let's just grab a stack of feathers out of here. And then head back over. Love Pie. They are awesome, but I don't get time to watch them much. Their lives are a bit late. They are late. They are a later streamer, which is fair because they work. They work a time which means that they can only stream later time for Europeaners. So usually, I see Pie go live when I'm going to sleep. Which you know what? That's life. There's the joys of streaming transcontinental, like with trans across different continents, as you have different time zones. So yeah, it is the struggle. We've got like the same thing for quite a few of us, like with work and stuff. So it's why I tend to stream in the evenings for my time. Which can work for like a lot of time zones, but I know that was a bit of a tricky thing for Nukery in the beginning because Nuke tended to stream earlier in the day instead, but then he started doing some evening streams as well. So we're just going to leave a book here. It's going to be for fishing. It's going to have details on fishing. We'll name it fishing when it's filled out. I'm going to do a little bit of research to fill that book out so that we can make sure that it is properly filled out, but because I also want to make sure we got the link for the fishing pack available. Jelly, how are you doing? Good to see you. So that's the fishing area done. What's this one here? End. Okay, we wanted to do a little mini end setup, mainly to commemorate the fact that people were only allowed to use wooden swords and leather armor in the end fight. So that was this is months ago now. Also, we got another potential another setup, another display happening over here that Viking and Duvet are going to work on. So, I'm not sure how much space they need. So, hopefully, there'll be enough space here for them. Maybe I went a bit too big with the fish one. Fish one is important to be big. So, end, I think we'll just do a little pedestal area with making a mini end island. We might even make it floating. So I'm going to need end stone for that. Obsidian, of course. And I think actually what we should also do is we should reach out to Alfie and get the dragon egg. So that the dragon egg can have a thing. DKB? No. That's not how it works. You don't just ask people to raid you. If you want, especially as a first-time chatter, if you want to come in and have a chat and get to know us, then I might consider raiding you. But also, I'm going to be streaming for a few more hours. But yeah, I only raid people that I know, or have gotten to know a little bit, or who I will find in a search. So yeah. But anyway, you're very welcome to hang out though. Okay, let me see. So, what blocks was I using over here? Did I have endstone here? No endstone. Okay, so endstone. We could be crazy and put an ender crystal in. 2 armor stands with leather armor and swords facing the dragon head menacingly. I think we definitely do let's get some armor stands because that's definitely a need. So armor stands. Let me have a quick think about the blocks that we need. So we need armor stands. Yeah, ender crystal. Maybe I'll throw the ender crystal in at the very end of the world. The last day I'll throw an ender crystal in for funsies. I'm hoping the dragon egg will also be, I have to check with Alfie about the dragon egg. It belongs in a wait, no, end crystals do not belong in a museum. Are you sure? I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. Archer explosive. Okay. So, let me go see what I have. Bad streamer. Bad streamer. I have a feeling like there will probably be consequences if I put an end crystal in the museum now. Is that safe law? Are there other SBKers trusted with that? I'm not sure. That's why I'm actually, do you know what? I can definitely not put one in yet. Because I know what's gonna, I know one of the things that is going to be added to the museum the next day or two is definitely something that could potentially set an end crystal off by accident. And it'd be not the it would not be the fault of anyone else there other than the person who placed the end crystal down where it is. You guys being the disappointed parent. That's my job. Oh, sorry, no, I'm the disappointed grandparent because that's what... Do you know what Ruby gave me when we went to TwitchCon? Ruby and I think Vintage made friendship bracelets for everyone. And the friendship bracelet they made for me called me Grandpa. Do you know, I'll take it. I absolutely love my grandfather. My grandfather is a wonderful man. Well, the one that I knew. The other, I didn't get to know my my dad's dad very well because I only met him for 1 week in person, and I was a kid at the time. He lived in Australia, so that's why we barely got to know my grandparents in Australia, since it's the other side of the world, and it was the 90s when people didn't jet set across the world and stuff as much. Okay, I came here for end things, so but yeah, no, I dearly love my grandparents, the ones that I did get to know for a very long time in my life, actually. Wonderful people. So I do not mind being called Grandpa, provided it is within good context. Okay, and okay, tiny bit of endstone. Meanwhile, while I team up with Slipshot, and Arthur has to be the disappointed, terrified parent. True. Okay, so need a little bit of endstone. Is there something we can make look like bedrock? Oh, we could use this to make it look like the portal. It's like this looks almost like the portal block, doesn't it? A little bit of obsidian, of course. My dad's dad lived in Ireland, and having grown up in Canada, like we never met him. It is a tough thing, like when you've got family that live on the other side of the world. It is a tough thing, because like it was back in the 90s as well, so it wasn't even like we could do long phone calls with them and stuff, or do like FaceTime was not like video calls were not a thing at all. So when we were calling them, it was like, okay, you have got like 3 minutes to talk to your grandparents, because then if we don't stop the call after 3 minutes, it's going to get even more expensive. So it's kind of crazy. Like that is actually, I'll use deep slate. We can use that as our it can look a bit like bedrock. I'll bring that over as well. And my grandparents were also awesome. My granny and granddad's old house had old apple tree at the end of their garden, so you got to make very fresh homemade apple crumble ones here. That's lovely. Didn't have incentive to meet him. That's fair. Yeah. My grandfather lived across the driveway from me most of my early years. I had thousands of stories I could tell about him. He was a good man. If I could be 1/10 the person was, I will see that as a success. Yeah, my grandparents lived pretty close by. Actually, very handily, they lived right across the road from the secondary school I went to. So that was very handy if we needed to lift home in bad weather or something like that. Yeah. No, it's grandparents are a blessing. If you're able to get to know your grandparents in your life, they're an absolute blessing. I know not everyone gets to do that in their lives, but they are, absolutely. I have family in England, Seattle, and Australia. I've got family in Australia. More distant family. Obviously, I've got family in Ireland. I've got family in the UK. Family in Belgium, which is a bit random. But then there'd also be more distant relatives, so like second cousins and stuff in places like Canada and the US. So yeah, a bit spread out. When you start looking it out. Visiting my grandpa and his wife right now. Actually, they live an hour and a half-ish away. Oh, that's kind of cool. Someone's actually hanging out with their grandparents right now. I took me fishing when I was 14, and the conversation started as, "Now we're in the middle of a lake. We're going to talk about dating, dating and boys." He did that in the middle of a lake. Oh my, that is fantastic. Oh, jeez. I once walked. I once, and my So I never actually came out to my grandparents. It was never really a conversation that needed to happen. I felt like it wasn't didn't need to happen. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, I forgot to get the armor stands. Okay, we'll go back for them. So I actually never came out to my grandparents. It was never really a needed thing. I kind of figured that my grandfather might have suspected anyway. But I remember once my grandmother having a conversation with my aunt about the gays. And my grandmother was like, "Well, how do you know which one's the man and which one's the woman?" And that was the conversation. I walked in, I was like, "Okay, kind of the whole point is that they're both men." That's the whole thing. They're gay. They're both into men. Who wears the pants in the family? Yeah, that whole thing. I was like, yeah, it's the kind of like the whole point is that like they're both men. Well, see, he's a man, and interesting enough, he is also a man. So I don't get where don't get where the confusion is. They're both men. Men, manly men. Okay, I'm not gonna go too far because I'll probably get copyright. Someone will probably the YouTube will probably be like, copyright. Okay, so just do you know what? I might just do like 2 little pillars there. Ooh, I could put Skulk in one of the spots where there is endstone underneath. Okay. I gotta just be careful with my FPS here. So that could be there. So that is like the end portal there. Dragon heads. We could do a dragon head as a dragon. That's so straightforward. Apologies to Nather. Does anyone know how to turn vertical mode off? You should be able to just turn your stream. It's at the top of your screen when you tap on the stream. Okay, top left. There we go. So top left, I'll remember that now. Top left of your screen, you should be able to hit the button to turn it off. Or you should also be able to just like turn your phone on the side and it should switch to normal mode. What I'm hearing is, I'm not 100% sure whether people are sold on vertical streams so far. I'm going to ask in my Discord community. I'm going to ask in the Discord for feedback on the vertical streams. Maybe we might be able to work on the scene setup and make it work better. I'm just sideways now, yeah. So if people prefer, I would love to get feedback on the vertical streams on Twitch since I just started it. Just curious. Also can't be being treated rotten by your grandparents every time we went to stay over there, as we would get a family size of sweets and pennies for penny sweets when we got back home. Yes, that's what grandparents are for. Grandparents are there for spoiling their grandkids rotten. Okay, so I need 2 armor stands with and stuff for the armor stands. Might need an extra shulker box. Let me just go buy an extra shulker box because they are awesomely cheap. Viking is yet to run out of shulker boxes in his shop this time round, I think. So, you send a screenshot to the Discord? Yeah, do. Actually, that'd be very helpful. If you just pop that in my general in Discord if anyone's curious about where the thing is. My grandma did that. She brought us so many Disney movies growing up. I'm trying to remember what my grandparents just, when we were little kids, I'm pretty sure they probably spoiled us rotten with like treats and stuff like that. But like, they were in so many ways like, okay, they weren't my parents, but like they were there so much, just like helping out with like lifts to extracurriculars or stuff like that. Because like I have four siblings, so we all had a lot of things to go to. My parents were busy with work and things, so everyone's helping each other out. Elfie, how is it going? Oh, I've got a spot for the dragon egg. So the dragon egg has to go here on this spot here. It can go, it doesn't have to be there now, but it has to be there by world download. Okay, so we got a nice little spot there. I'm setting up our little end island to celebrate, to commemorate what we did in the end right now. So yeah, that's our spot for the dragon egg. Also, what do you think? Stream wasn't particularly happy about this, but Ender Crystal? What do you think? Ender Crystal there? Could be funny. Maybe. Actually, I just had an idea. We just need 2 armor stands. We need 1 armor stand with leather armor and a sword and a wooden sword, and then we need the other armor stand with the dragon head on it. Okay, let's get those set up. My granddad was like that for my second dad. For me, my second dad when we were staying over, he was awesome. Yeah, awesome peoples. Okay, right. Let me do this because inventory management is my passion. Okay, I need a bit of you. I need sticks. Any armor stands in there? Nope. So I need to make sticks. Can't remember how many sticks you need for an armor stand though. It is that many. So lots. My grandparents were big on things, but huge on experiences. We have fantastic memories of still making some with grandma. Yeah. We did, that was a big, we did lots of stuff. Like we would go on holidays and then with my family, and then my grandparents would join for a bit as well. We didn't do full holidays with my grandparents. I'm sure my grandmother would have loved that. Actually, she absolutely would have loved that. But, to my parents, particularly my mother's preference is like, you know what, it's nice to have a few days without her parents around. So okay, it was nice to have that break as well. Okay, so leather for 1 person, and then I need to get trousers. Okay, so we need to craft up some stuff. How much leather's in here? Kinda. Okay, let's go get some leather. I think Fool has probably been using the leather recently because of the thing anyway. And then I need a wooden sword as well. Any wooden swords in here? No wooden swords. We can craft one. This would be where I have to use the armor stand mod as well. I don't think I've ever used the armor stand mod, but I'm going to need it this time because I need to show hands if I want to do this. Okay, we've got our sword, and I have my 2 armor stands. Don't need any more stone, so just need to get enough leather to make all the things. Of course I got a head bundle. Don't you have a head bundle? It's one of the best things about being on a server is that you have a bundle of your friends' heads. I need to figure out bigger video editing because my cousins and I are thinking of making edited videos of all of us singing our favorite Christmas songs for her in 3 different countries and half a dozen states now. There's lots of options. I think DaVinci Resolve is free, or at least they've got a free version, which works pretty well. So if you're looking for an editing software, that would be one that I'd recommend. I don't actually use it myself because I currently use Premiere Pro, but the thing is Premiere Pro costs. I probably do need to make a transition, but I've got so much material. I have a lot of material that is using the files. I'm like, if I do make the transition, I've got a lot of work to do to make that transition. Okay, need 2 pants. Okay, and then I need 2 helmets. No, 1 helmet, because the other one isn't going to be the dragon head. Okay, so dragon head there. Need to dye this black. I think I have ink on me. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We got a dragon and we have a person. Aha. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache, so I'm going to go back. You look after yourself, Wraith Doge. Thank you so much for hanging out for a bit. And you look after yourself. Gotta keep those headaches at bay. Very important. I know there's like a couple that kids using their phones, like CapCut. There is a lot of... that's true. I haven't done any editing on my phone, but I imagine there's probably some really decent video editing software for phones at this stage. Because, like, considering like the amount of people that will make videos on their phone or shorts on their phone and stuff like that, so like it's like phones are incredible computers at this stage. Like, think of how powerful they are. We just sent... people have just sent astronauts around the moon recently. And one of the things we remember now is that with the astronauts around the moon, what you call it? Oh, I'm forgetting now. But like, if you go back to when the original guys went to the moon, it was... They were using computers that were like so awful compared to what we... Like, they were so basic compared to what we have in our pockets these days. Think of how powerful the phone is these days. Okay, I think it's shift to do the thing. Okay, so you show arms. No, that's the wrong button. Show arms, and then we can give this guy a sword. Aha! End fight. I don't remember what date it was. So... what I will do is... oh, we should probably put a light source up here as well. Ender Crystal. No. Go back to the Ender Crystal thing again. You weren't supposed to take my headache onto you. I know. Yeah. It was one of them dates. It was a date. It was a date. We'll find it. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere. Okay. What I'll do is I'll leave that up there. We can put that date on there. It would be nice if there was like a light up there of some kind, but I think what we should do is we should get the purple light instead. So let me see. Do I have purple lights on me? Not in there, not in there, not in there. Purple? Any purple? The alternative is we could go yellow. Except I don't have yellow lights either. Okay, let's go get some lights. Of course. These are lights that I know I can just get here. I debating whether to do a full stock of the shops before the season ends. I'll go for purple. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Do we do a full stock of the shops before the season ends? I hope nobody's looking for shroom lights. Nobody's contacting me looking for shroom lights, so... And I never actually got round to completely stocking Dead or Alive, because like axolotls are there, but we haven't done full fish and we haven't done any tadpoles. I'll see. If I have time, if I've got nothing else to do, I might do that. Thing is, I need to check in with Nuke and see if he wants a hand doing more ground stuff. So yeah, I need to check in with him and see if he wants a hand doing some more ground stuff. Okay, what we'll do, I think, is let's do this so we can get up. And I think if I place... Okay, where can I'm going to be cheeky. Do this. Gravity? No. I feel like I just cheated there. Can't do that without the armor stand mod. Just turn the gravity on and off for a second. Thanks, buddy, for the hydrate. There we go. Properly hydrated. Okay, that is 2 displays down, I think. I do need to finish this one up with the correct dates. End fight. With wooden swords. Wooden swords. We'll go there. That'll make sense. You had plenty of time, buddy. We had another hour. But anyway, thank you for popping in. Appreciate that. Okay, so let me just take a step back. I want to just admire this a little bit. That's nice. I like that. Okay. One thing I think would be nice though is if we got a little bit of lighting back here. Let me throw these into the shulkers because like that way I can actually do things. So I think I'm going to throw in just a little bit of a light behind the podium here. Because lovely and all as that spot is, I think this needs a little bit of a highlight. Yeah, light there, light there. Okay, what else do we have to do over here? We've got to do competitions. So, there were several other competitions on the thing. So, we have the Grand Spree. We've got the chorus fruit one, the chicken gambling. What other competitions have happened this season? I know, so Leon's handled 2 of them. The funniest thing was whenever my grandpa would record videos of us, half of it was on the floor. Yeah. You love my doors, Lottie. Yes, the war door is awesome. So, let me have a think. So, competitions we've had on the server. We have had the chorus fruit gambling, Quilby Cookie Hunt. Now, that was a funky one. Was that a competition? Quilby's was a very interesting thing. Cause he had a whole thing. It was like because like the whole cookie hunt. For those who don't know, Quilby or put a whole thing called an ARG on the server this season. So he was dropping clues in his videos and other people's stuff to try and basically do a whole little mini game that was connected to a website that was set up and everything. And you had to follow these clues to complete the challenge, and it was pretty cool. Check out his latest video on his channel about it. Plus, one of the things was cookies. So you had to people had to find cookies, and then one of the cookies was had a clue on it. So yeah, why is 4C's head on a shrimlight in a wall? Because 4C is creating the triple neo. So this, I have no idea how to do this, but the idea is that you're supposed to be able to, I think it's supposed to line up back here. Look at this spot here. I think you're supposed to be able to just jump around that corner there. So yeah, this is celebrating 4C's triple neo here. This is staying. This is an exhibit. So yeah, I think what I would like to do next. So we have also got the charity stuff. We've got to do the charity things and stream weekends. So we've got stream weekends and charity. But I think what we should do is we should do the Pickle Kingdom. So me, Legs, and Mig successfully did it under 4C's instruction. GG's, lads. That's so cool. Okay, Pickle Kingdom. I think I need to get resource. Oh, that's going to stay. I'm going to move this over here to the stream weekends spot, which I had. So let me just place that there for now. So Pickle Kingdom, Pickle Kingdom, Pickle Kingdom. I think it's worth us actually visiting Pickle Kingdom to get inspiration, of course. Let me clear out inventory of materials. And I don't know. Do I have Musie's head and Lame's head? I don't know. So Pickle Kingdom is a little kingdom that was originally set up by Musical when she first visited the server. Actually, I'm still confused. I'm pretty sure she does. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure she uses she, they pronouns. I think it is. That was set up by literally having one singular block with pickles on it. And it was halfway between Bamboo Kingdom, directly halfway between Bamboo Kingdom and Pale Oak Kingdom. So the two kingdoms here, it was set up right in the middle between the two. Now, they moved behind Bamboo Kingdom. Now, we didn't set up a separate portal for them because honestly, the portal would be just a little bit tricky to incorporate into Milkman's plans. So we didn't do a separate portal. But I do want to have a wee look and see what they set up over here, and we might be able to do the thing. Oh, that is a thing, lol. If you did some trying to catch Legs and Beck, I need to catch them with this. Sorry. Let me just catch that bit again, Lottie. So, was his thing, lol. If seen some try it, such as Legs and Beck, lol. I need to catch up with. When this season's over, I've said it before. End of season means times to binge watch and catch up. So I think what we do is, do we build? I don't think we need to build like a full thing. We should definitely get some pickles. Oh, they just do 3 pickles. Okay, so they're just a 3 pickle kingdom. rather than a 4 pickle kingdom. Let me see, what other details do we have? Most legendary fish caught in 2026. Fish gaming. Awesome. I don't think I could take their head out. Do they have spare pickles, though? Oh, this is where Elaine kept all our fish. Yeah, 3. So that's all the lame stuff there. That's so cool. I do kind of wish I could set a portal up for these guys, but you know, it just would break the vibe of the Nether Hub, I think, a bit too much. So it's fine. If anyone wants to come visit, they know where to come visit. They can come find Pickle Kingdom. Oh, seriously? There we go. So we did 3 pickles. Maybe get some signs. What else could we do for representing the Pickle Kingdom? Maybe even just like a small little floating kingdom. And I just use up all my 1, 2, 3. I need more bone meal. More bone meal. It's going to be the last box, isn't it? It's going to be the last box. Yep, of course. So this is the tricky thing with pickles, is you have to grow them like this. On top of a coral block. So let's grab a bunch of these, and that should be plenty. 1, 2, 3. All is right with the world. Of course. And this time it's properly the last box because I placed down all my boxes and then got it. Okay. The Triple Neo saw both Beck and Lex try, so definitely need to catch up, and I didn't know it was a 4Cs thing. Also love end of season time to... Yes. Yeah, time to binge watch. And also, I believe there's going to be a bunch of finales popping up tomorrow. Because I think a lot of people who've been part of the mass storyline, they are going to be publishing their videos tomorrow. Okay, we can use moss in our pickles build. I think I just might float it near the map rather than... And then I need a little bit of spruce then. I think I've got spruce in one of these boxes. Yes, I do. Okay. So hard trying to do good comments when when YouTube only lets you type so much. Yeah, there's the joys of like the comments when you're writing messages, and I think that goes for pretty much most platforms, is that there's a limit to there's a size limit on the question stuff. So I think this could be a good spot. We can convert this into a little display for a mini Pickle Kingdom. Okay, let's go 4x4. Let me get my shulkers down. Right, so if we do... I think I will float it. Feels very Pickle Kingdom-y to do this. Okay, moss. And the end fight date, I think October 25th. Oh, really? Was it that late? That is crazy. To think how late we did the end fight. And we could do another tall one there. Actually, we could maybe do 3 different heights. And then add a little bit of spruce. October 24th, times. That is, I can't believe that we did it that late. Because that was 4 months into the season? It's definitely 3 months into the season. I do remember taking a while for us to get to the end. It's just like kind of crazy. Actually, you'd done your Extra Life charity event before, your first Extra Life charity event stream before we went to the end, because you built the island. Or you'd built the first part of the island at that stage, so I suppose it does make sense. Season started in mid-June, yeah. Well, we started the season. We went live. Things went live kind of like on the 20th of June, I think it was. Or was it July? Yeah, it was June. So like around 20th of June was the first live streams, first stuff and things. So, yeah. Okay. I think what we do is very simple. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pickle Kingdom! It's simple, yet effective. We've got Pickle Kingdom. I feel like a bamboo sign is most appropriate here. Then we started a week before streams. Yeah, we did. So I think we started recording on like the 14th. So it was crazy how long we did not go into the end. I doubt very much we're going to last that long this season. I've got a feeling that there's 1 or 2 people at Viking who will not be happy about staying about having a long time without wings. I think if we could do, is this okay if I replace this with, how's this look? I think that's good. Okay. I think bamboo is probably the best sign to use here. Will I do just a normal sign or a hanging sign? Hanging signs are so much prettier. We'll make a hanging sign. We'll do the sacrifice. Should have iron. Iron has been put back into my ender chest because I am a numpty. I can survive without wings, but the shulkers, that's another story. Yeah, I think that's probably... Like, I definitely made the... I definitely made it work with just having bundles for a while. But shulkers back was definitely a... When you get the shulkers, it makes a huge difference. Countess Cookie Cake! Welcome in. How are you doing? How is your weekend going? Yeah, I think I could probably survive without the wings. Like, I know I have flown a lot, but I did not mind the grounder's philosophy. It's... Pickle Kingdom. A lame towel. Use it the cull. Okay, that's one of the reasons why I probably would have gone better with a smaller with the other signs, because you could write more on. But that's fine. Okay, I could do both sides. Pickle Kingdom. The lame towel. use ethical. Yay! Looks just like it. It gives an idea of where it is. So that's cute. Okay. Just gonna place you guys in here. Look at all this redstone stuff. I did not have a proper redstone box this season. This is my redstone box that I've been using this season. It is literally just a box with resources that I can use to craft redstone materials. Wow. Actually, I think that is more practical in the long run for me. Because, like, if I need redstone materials, it's better just to have, like, the materials I can craft things out of rather than spending time things. Why does Twitch give a pop-up that this stream is intended for a certain audience? Excuse me? I don't think I've cursed or anything on this stream. Here, 2 seconds. Should be family friendly. Oh, I just realized my go live notion said the thing. Oh, do you know what I think the problem is? One of my tags is gay. So I suspect that because I used the gay tag, they've thrown in the certain audience thing, but the game shouldn't be causing any issues. Like Minecraft doesn't cause any issues with certain audiences. Also, I have it set to everyone. Huh. I don't know. That is odd. I don't know if anyone else had that thing pop up, like saying this stream is intended for a certain audience. So that's an unusual one. That'll be interesting. I think the latest, at least a video wise, I'm caught up with the mass lore for now. It's still in Team Blue. So where I love VODs and stuff, like that's a lot of watching material. It also means I get to watch season 1 because I missed it all starting only after Vampires SMP. Starting out exactly like, well, there's plenty of time to now catch up on season 1 during the summer and stuff, I suppose. Yeah, can I just go kick? I don't know what happened there. That would make sense, but also City of Twitch is the first I've seen it on your stream. That's the only thing I could think of, is that like I don't think I've brought up any topics that are particularly heavy. They could be tying it into the charity work I did recently, because like the thing is that the charity we fundraise for deals with the topic which is quite heavy. Which is because like it's to do with mental health, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, what do we think? Pickle Kingdom actually ties in a little bit to what's going on over behind it. That's good. That's good. People will be like, "What is that?" And then they'll go over and they say, "Pickle Kingdom, yay!" Yeah, that's all I can really think of as the only reason why it might be turning around and saying, this streamer could be doing things that you not be comfortable with. So yeah. Everyone's welcome to he, she's, and theys, etc. It's because there'll be people out there who are not comfortable with the he, she's, and theys, and etc. The queer stuff. So if there's enough people out there saying that they're not comfortable with the gays, then it can technically be considered a sensitive topic. And that's a shame, but that is often how the world works. It's called democracy. Yeah, it sucks when it doesn't, when it's mean like that. Okay, we have done a good portion of the displays that I want to get done. So I need to get... We need to figure out something for a stream weekend. There we go. Oh, thanks for the stretch. Oh, everyone stretch and loosen up if you need to. Okay, let's have a look through our brain cells and do I keep the brain cells in the brain cells or do we keep them in a box? I think definitely the first stream weekend is definitely just crafting tables. Here, this is the first one, so this is the second one. Trick or treat bag. Let's have a look at this. I want to have a wee look at the contents of this stream weekend bag. And if it's like, would it be better if we just like put this up on a wall? I think the bag is important, absolutely. I'm just debating whether to actually display it. See, this is more item frames. I think I'm not going to put them in item. If I put these in item frames, that's another 18 item frames. So I think I'm just going to keep that. Maybe we put... I got to keep them in the brain cell. So, a lot of axolotl food. Oh, I was breeding axolotls at the beginning of this stream. To try and get the axolotls. Nuke was doing ice. Clearly... Okay, this is where it gets a little bit funky because I don't think everyone has added their name to their... what was going on. Who was doing what stream. Okay, some of them are, but some of them aren't. I think I'm going to have to go back and... Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and fix the end of these... See who was streaming at what time. Fortunately, I think that shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, I'm going to have to add any stuff that needs to be added on. I know this has been killed by Marmalade. I think that was our Marmalade stream. Quite possibly. But Baby, I'm not sure who did Baby. Don't know who did Broken. Always watching, not even sure who did that. So I think it's important that we fix this. So we need to fix the details of the stream so that we know who did... So basically people will know what parts and what's here. Put the bag in the middle of the box, day 1 on the other side and day 2 on the other. Yeah. I think that's what we'll do. We'll keep the bags in... I think the bags... we might put the bags on display because the box is post-stream weekend as well. So let me see. Let's see if these were any better. Hang on a second. There's a bundle in a bundle here. The duvet meal. Okay, I think that was my fault. I think that's my one. Why haven't I not named... I should have named that. Okay, trick or treat bag. We got clump corn, dokeberries. Oh, we made a trick or treat bag. Nestler, limited edition grape gummy, Grandma's jungle cookies, Legundos, Woolsey roll, really real chocolate. Oh god. Popsicle without the stick, duvet meal, salty cucumber, candy, colorless Skittles, Swedish fish, birch bites, and Backrooms Bonbon by Vintage. Yeah, I think it would be worth us adding the names of each person who streamed each of these streams onto these. So I think that's what we'll do. Let's make a little display for the stream weekends. I'm trying to remember what's like... So the second stream weekend was a Halloween stream weekend. And I know some people actually were actively getting the special mobs at that time. So... but yeah, so we'll try... I think we do a little crafting table display. David has to be one of the best verbal stems ever. Yes. He's definitely a stem, one of the... Is this stem? Stems. That's it. Verbal verbal stims? Did I get the right things there? Yeah. Give me a second. Oh, actually, what was that there? Okay, cool. What could be a display for this thing? I think we keep the brain box. But actually, maybe we do a second brain box. Let's do two. Let's do display boxes for each of the stream weekends, and then we can spread out the whole day. So it'll be like that rather than in the bag, and then people can see the bag, and then the bag can be on top. Okay, so we'll do. Let's do two shulker. Let's do two instead of shulkers. Let's use chests. Okay, so I'm going to use chest there. Chest there. Suggestions for what we actually build. I think we will do. Let's do a budget. We think we do a bunch of crafting tables around at least one of them anyway. Okay, so this is the July brain cell. So progress update. The SS Mothra is progressing nicely. It's actually not that hard diagonally until I have to do diagonal gears. Just gonna have to do diagonal gears. I believe in you, Miss Mori. You got this. It's not easy, but you got this. Okay, I think what we do is let's go this way. Actually, other way. Okay, so bum, 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 bum. Because that way it's from beginning to end. Yes, okay. Because like that's the first thing that happens, and then just chronologically goes all the way down there. SPK brain cell there. And then we have this one here. I'm pretty sure this is the last thing that happened. So it's this direction. Okay, and then we just move these along here. Fabulous. Okay, so that's our trick-or-treat bag for the other stream weekends. Okay, say we can do a little Halloween display. So let's get some Halloween-y blocks. AKA, we're going to need some pumpkins. And then the other side, we do a bunch of crafting tables, which is nice and easy. So let's grab some wood that I am happy to sacrifice. For now, let's break you. I'm going to keep that in the middle. Yeah, that feels right. Then we get a sign to go on the side. I think I've got a couple. I've got hanging signs already, so let's use some. Let's use a oak one here. I need something to place it off of. Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo. Stream. Weekend. July 25. Did I actually put the date? Yes. There we go. Stream weekend, July 25. Okay, and then we need to do the other side, which is a Halloween weekend. So we go stream weekend, October 25. Fabulous. Okay. Have we look? There is some. Just trying to get a little bit of inspiration for things. We had a lot of backroom stuff happening, I think, this one as well. Crimea River! You just got off work? I hope work was okay today. And it's okay. You don't. It's not that late. I'm trying to remember what things happened on the Halloween stream weekends. I think it was backrooms. Okay, well let's go have a look at the backrooms and get a little bit of inspiration there. It wasn't cause retail on Mother's Day. Oh, is it Mother's Day coming up? Is that tomorrow? I was putting Swedish fish around everyone's bases. Is it just Canada, or I know Mother's Day for a large portion of the world is coincides with, I don't know, do the Canadians do Mother's Day the same day as North America? As the US? America too, I think. It probably is. So we don't actually mark... we actually don't do Mother's Day in May. We do Mother's Day on the 4th Sunday of Lent. It is Mother's Day in Australia today. And Sunday? Yeah. A lot of countries do it this week. So you see your mother next week? So you got to do it then. So yeah, most countries do the US the same as like North America in May. So Ireland and the UK and quite a few other countries, not as many, tie it in with what's known as Mothering Sunday. And Mothering Sunday is a day in a day in Lent. So it's the 4th Sunday of Lent, which is always about 2-3 weeks before Easter. Crimea River, GG's in the 7-stream streak. Enjoy those extra pennies. Spend them wisely. Okay, if we do back rooms, it is just basically light grey carpet and birch. I bet you it's because I was going through portals. Sometimes it likes to do that. Fixed it. Also, there's a lot of animals here. Okay. I think a lot of backroom stuff happened. So let's get some backrooms. Let's get some birch wood. And then, of course, beef. I think I might have birch wood in a chest here. Let me check. Yes. Okay, we don't need to go get some more. So just use some birch wood. Not going to worry about the grey carpet. We'll just use we'll just use the birch wood. Yeah. Someday I'll figure out what's going on with this audio stuff that's going on. I think that day will be when I upgrade my audio, my mic thing. So I have an audio interface, but it does tend to, it seems to be not great at the moment. It's okay, it's working, but I just kind of think it's maybe time to have a look at getting an upgrade. If I had nickel for every backrooms or backrooms adjacent place in the server, I'd have 2. No, you'd have 3. I'm pretty sure there's a 3rd backrooms on this server. There's the original one that Vintage built. There's the back looms, and I'm pretty sure there's another one. So you'd have 3 nickels, which is even crazier. If you scroll back in Discord, one of us can give you more hints for what happened that weekend. I think we'll just go with the backroom stuff. Because I think that happened quite a bit that weekend. So I think it'll be fine. So do backrooms, and then we'll also do Well, Sad Milkman. Yes, exactly. So there's Sad Milkman's one too. So yeah, we'll just do a bunch of stripped birch here for to represent the back looms. Okay, and then I might just do a little bit of... Handily, I have all these crafting benches here that I can use. Yeah, that's giving me Backlooms vibes. Just a little bit. Just a little taste. Okay. We've got the chest set up. I do need to rename these to include the streamers' names as well. That's going to take a bit of time because I need to go back and actually just like take note of those. So I'll do that off stream probably because that's going to take a bit of time. I feel like there was something else I wanted to add. Oh, fish. We've got leather somewhere. Need to get some child support. I'm just going to do one of these actually, rather than a ton. There should be a memorial to Crypto, I mean Clump. True. I think, honestly, I think that's something that... So I have invited all the SBKers to consider putting little dioramas around their... at the base of their stained glass. So if Milkman wants to do a little thing to Clump, he is very welcome to do a little thing to Clump at his kingdom. And just like in season 1, in season 1, everyone did their own little dioramas like commemorating their kingdoms and stuff. So I'm gonna zone in on the group things that were properly like group things, like the fishing and stuff like that. So I do need to have a think about if I want to do any little dioramas under my window. So yeah, could do a little thing over here as well. Might be worth doing doing a little commemoration of the game we just had the other day. Another Janice's cousin. We could do another Janice's cousin over here just to kind of like direct people over to the Nether Kingdom. I'm not going to do that now because I've got about 15 minutes, so I'm just going to focus on getting these. But yeah, that is a very good idea. I have actually considered bringing another Strider over here. So I have got plans on how to do that if I need to. Just a sec. Do I have fish in here that I can use? No, I cannot. Because I threw them all into the void. Okay, let's go get some child support. But yeah, one thing I want to check is if a Strider is on a Happy Ghast and it rains, as like a Strider is in a boat on underneath the Happy Ghast and it rains, will the Happy Ghast stop the rain from hitting the Strider? I have a feeling it won't, because the Happy Ghast would be an entity when it's traveling then, rather than child support. Yeah. Actually, I think I still have some of these fish downstairs, don't I? It was called child support. No, Swedish fish, excuse me. Fixed it. Fixing it now. Thankfully I've got the level still. Okay. Swedish fish. There we go. Okay, fixed. It's something that I would do in creative rather than in... I would not do it in survival. I am not going to subject any of my striders in Skyblock Kingdoms to that. Don't items fall through a mounted happy ghast? Actually, yeah, that's probably a good point. You know, I think it's just like... I was trying to think, like, how can I get the strider over here? I think what I could do is... Actually, I think I can boat him. So if I boat him along this... I don't think I've got any solid blocks here. So I should be able to boat him along here. And then when we get to the end... I can... Well, I could just break some blocks here and... have the boat go down, straight down. I think if I go straight down... Actually, yeah, that's very handy. Straight down... And I would be under the bridge and safe from the rain, if there's rain. And then I just have to get him into the temple from here. Alternatively, I get him to the end of the thing and then just do a happy... I could also just fly the happy ghast underneath the bridge the entire way. That's probably the safest bet. Just fly a happy ghast onto the bridge the entire way. Okay, stream weekends covered. Charity and that's it, I think. Charity and competitions. So I need to go back over the competitions again, but I'm pretty sure the main ones were what you call it? Chicken gambling, the Grand Spree, and chorus fruit gambling. Chorus roulette. I don't think there was any other major competitions on the server. They're the ones that got trophies or have potential trophies. So I need to remember to get some trophies over here for the fishing one. So I'll have to sort out those. I need to figure out the command for those. So trophies. And other than that, I think we're nearly done. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a big enough spot for the display that's going over here. Charity. Okay, so we've had 3 charity events happen on the server. I am not doing big monuments to Alfie's charities because Alfie has already done one. It's already there. So what we're going to do is just going to make a little mini thing to mark that just a small little thing to mark that there is a space where you can check out the Extra Life charity events. Again, I'm not going to do a big one for the charity event that I did because I've also created a monument for it over in the Nether Kingdom. So just, again, a little something to show where that is if someone wants to go check it out. The one that I do need to figure out is a little monument for Milkman's charity event. So he was doing Feeding America. I'm trying to remember what things and incentives he had going on for it. So I think what if we do just like a little mangrove section, a little pale oak section, and a little nether or crimson, sorry, warp section. Just to commemorate each of those charities. So I've got a little bit of warped wood here, not a lot. Actually, I have a bit of warped there. That could help. I've got a bit of poke on me. A lot more poke on me. Mangrove. Okay. I feel like it can't just be a single block. It needs to be... Need a bit of space to think. Let's move these back here. What to do, what to do, what to do. I think I actually might move it a little bit over here. So... I think for the nether one, let's go get some candles. Let's just set up this spot here. Say that this spot here is for the nether. And then this spot here is for poke. And then this spot here is for Alfie's one. Oh, I think I had more spaced out. Okay. How about like this actually? So we've got charity. Could we just do candles for the 3 different charities? No, I think, see, like the thing is, the candles is really ties very well into my charity because it was about, it really was about darkness into light. Maybe we try and find an item inside the game that works for each one. Ooh, I just had a thought. Okay. So Alfie was raising money for a hospital. What if we do potions? So, because potions can often be associated with healing and stuff in Minecraft. So if we get some, if we do a little potion stand. Milkman was doing Feeding America. So let's get some items that are associated with we can feed America basically. So that would be, let's make it a furnace or 2. And I think we do a smoker. And we could also do a campfire as well. Might be a bit hard to get, but Totem of Undying for Alfies, the name of the charity being Extra Life and all. True. We could definitely get a Totem of Undying. I can get that from Fool. Fool has got a ton of those. So got one of those. I think if we make, it would be worth doing a campfire as well, I think. Campfires require coal, don't they? I don't think I've got any coal or charcoal on me, so we're going to have to cook one up, I think. What wood do I want to sacrifice? We'll use you. Okay. Making charcoal. Okay. Yeah, so let's do some potions, and then I think if we can get like a little for Alfie's one, we could do a little so yeah, because like this feels like this is appropriate for Feeding America. It's like you got food stuff going on. And then I think if we just do, it just has to be something small. It doesn't need to be something too big. So if we do that there, and then just like we need to have like a little sign or something, just like showing that what this is for. It's what it's showing off. So if we could do a sign here. I'll do a pale oak sign there. I think that should be plenty. Maybe one more higher. I'm gonna strip that one just because it's special. Okay, think I am. We're gonna make the sacrifice and make some pale oak signs. Endo 3 Carquig Shay. Of course, I put my redstone box away again because I am so good at tidying up after myself. Okay, iron nuggets and make 2 more chains. Need to actually pick up the stuff. Okay, charity. Now I need to feeding America. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's called Feeding America, and then we need to find out the dollars donated. I placed this in a place recently, so I should have that detail. Scrolling through the chat right now. When did I make this post? Aha, here we go. It was 2568.66. There we go. So that's how much Milkman raised for charity. Okay. Feeding America. And then Alfie needs... We need to make... I don't have any blaze powder over here, do I? Okay. Let's quickly pop over and get... a couple of things we need. So I'll grab a totem as well. I'm pretty sure I have one. So Totem of Undying, which we can rename. A brewing stand, which I'll have to craft. Should have some bottles in it as well because you wouldn't do empty bottles. We'll do that. 3 then. Do I have cobblestone in my inventory? I do. Brewing stand. Item frame. I think I have to make over there. And Totem of Undying. I'm pretty sure they're all down in Wonderland right now. I'm hoping that they weren't all used up in the games yesterday. Ow. So let's see if there's any left. Totems of Undying. Aha! Perfection. Okay, we got our totem. Oh, I need to grab candles as well. String and wax. Which, I think I've got some string. I have some string. I have 1 piece of wax. Most importantly, I need a little bit more wax. Let's see if there's wax upstairs. I think I might have put wax in one of these chests here. Yes, I did. If there isn't, I hear a new store in the shopping district sells it. Seriously? Brand new, you say? Can't believe that they're finally getting a brand new shopping store for wax and honey. Like, kind of crazy that's only happening now at the end of the season. I need more mangrove. Mangrove. And of course, we have to make a proper mangrove sign as well, like this one here. So we go like that and that. I am gonna do... So we'll do a little bit different to the one here, so it's not all identical. I do like a little bit of stripped here and there. Then we need to strip some of these so we can make signs. Endo 3, Endo 3. We will sacrifice some for some sticks. Because I need to make another thing with leather. Because what we really need in this area is more item frames to add to the lag. Okay, you go there. Pick you up. I need a little bit more of you to make more chains. Mangrove sign. Okay, extra life. And extra life 2025. I'm going to say just 2025 because 2026 is ongoing. It was 6 grand. That's a nice easy number. Okay, and then I need to rename you to extra life. I think there may be a new store selling beeswax. Not sure who's building it. Building is this late. I know, it's kind of crazy that like we're only getting it now. Yes, that's good. Okay, so I got like two things and two things. Okay, let's make our little one for the for darkness into light. Again, we go up like that. I should have some more warped wood somewhere. Guys, we're going to have to break out the wallet for warped wood. What am I like? Using my cash for crafting? How dare I? Yep, okay. And then this is most important. Just grab candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the idea is that we have got we got candles and none of them are on their own. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit more. 1, 2. I'll do groups of 3. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, and ender chest for flinted steel. And I need signs. Give us a sign. That is the correct wood. Actually, this isn't even wood. Endo 3, Endo 3. And oh, I need one more piece of iron. Okay, and we'll put this here. Actually, I'll do it on this side. So, Pieta house. And we'll go, that's euros. I'm going to do it in the euro because it is, that's how much money we raised in euro. Someone wants to translate it, they can translate it into dollars if they wish. But I am keeping it in euro because that's more accurate to the time. So yeah, makes sense. I'm gonna, you know, it's worth it. Let's put the name. Let's put the names of the charity workers as well, because King Elfie did that. Sad Milkman did this. I was about to call him Dad Milkman, and then I did this one. It's like that way. It's charity corner. And I put a little sign here saying charity corner. US will change depending on conversion rates. Exactly, yeah. And like that's the same way that like we've done the same thing with the other charities as well. Because like, as far as I know, Alfie was raising in US dollars, I think. Or at least the website was raising in US dollars. And then, of course, Milkman's was going to be raised in US dollars as well. So, yeah. Good night, Lottie. Also, so cool that you did depression charity, not trauma dumping. But I've had that, and I'm so sad that there are so many misconceptions, etc., that don't help. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It is a charity that is a charity that's dear to my heart. I've never had to use it, fortunately, but I do know people who have had to use it, and it has saved lives because the Pieta House in particular helps people in really, really dire situations. So where they are in really, really dangerous situations with their mental health, life-threatening situations with their mental health, because like that's the thing, like it is something that's very dangerous. So if left untreated. So yeah, that's why I chose Pieta House. I've known people who have suffered, and I wanted to highlight it. Also, I have a little bit of a historic connection with one of the jobs I used to work years ago. They had a big connection with Pieta House. They were always raising awareness of mental health difficulties that exist, and also constantly raising money for Pieta House. Fun fact: today was the day that Pieta House's one of Pieta House's biggest charity events happens on the 9th. Happened today on the 9th of May. They did their Darkness into Light walk. We think that there was about 80,000 people that took part across the world, not just in Ireland, but across the world, walking from the darkness of night into dawn, raising money for mental health awareness and raising money for that wonderful charity and raising awareness. So that was today. I didn't go to it because I was working this morning, but very proud that I was able to just make a little difference, if just a little one, just a little bit, and every little helps, as Tesco likes to say. Probably nice to get a little light in here as well. Do I have a yellow light to play with? That'd be nice. A little bit of a yellow light. No, I have all the other colors, but oh no, I do have yellow. Yes, fantastic. Okay, I gotta throw a yellow light in there. That's good. Okay, so we roll that up. We've done great progress today. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 displays for the museum this evening. So very proud of that. It's fantastic. And then we also have we've only got one more display to sort out, and that's the competitions. At least that's the one more that I'm going to sort out. So I'm going to do that when I get a chance. So yeah. So we're making good progress. Let me see how much of this stuff I can squeeze into these shulker boxes, because these are getting disorganized. Oh wow. Okay, it's getting there. It's It's messy, but that's okay. We will pick these up. Okay, great. Pick up my ender chest. So, museum. Let's take a step back and just see what we've achieved today. And have a look here. Okay, nice. We've got fish gaming, which I need to fill out the book for. There's still things I need to do. Fish gaming. Got the end fight. Still got the maps in the middle. It is good. I wasn't sure whether the displays were really going to take away from the rest of the museum, but this is good. We could even potentially have space for a couple more displays in the center if anyone else is interested. So there's options there. But yeah, this is going woods. Good. Right, guys. Oh, no lighting here. Right, guys. I am going to finish up there today. Really appreciate you all popping by and saying hi and helping out with ideas and stuff for our events and things, or stuff and things on the server. It's looking good. Milkman server's characters such as Sky. I have to keep reminding myself human Milkman is not like that, and the charity was 100% serious. Like Milkman is a guy who knows how to. He's just like, he's got a fantastic creator. Walk in on all. Curiosity, how's things going? It's good to see you. Sorry we're near the end, but yeah, like Milkman is genuinely a really decent human being. But at the same time, he loves telling stories. That's the thing. He just loves telling stories. And by telling stories, he's like, that's how he kind of like is cheeky and does the silly little things, and like the stuff that comes out of his characters. Like, it's all because like it's his love of telling story. So yeah, that's kind of like where it comes from, I think. Okay, let me see who is alive this evening and who I can send you guys on to. Thank you so much for popping by today. Do stick around for the raids. I'm going to check and see who is around for a redirect. Okay, so let's see. Quick question. So that is a stream tomorrow. And then the other thing is... Okay, I'm going to, on YouTube, we're going to redirect you guys over to Leon. Now, it is not going to be live until tomorrow. So what I will ask you to do on YouTube is, if you're hanging out on YouTube, just stick around for the redirect and then give Leon's stream a thumbs up. And then if you happen to be free for when he goes live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Irish time or midday Eastern time, you can pop along. So that's what I'm going to do on YouTube. So yeah, you can pop over there if you stick around for the redirect on YouTube. Twitch, gonna open up my thing. There's probably a few people live anyway. We can tell her about the Pickle Kingdom monument. Very good idea. Very good idea. Let me just have a quick look and see who is live first. So not many people that I follow, but yeah, let's make a slightly different raid message. Hello from Pickle Kingdom. I can't spell. There we go, guys. Okay, so we're all going to say hello from Pickle Kingdom. And she's going to be like, what? That'll be a bit of fun. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out today. One thing, please. There we go. Right, so I will be back on Monday. And we'll be continuing tidying up and getting everything ready for my finale for the end of stream. Lapis, how are you doing? Good to see you. We're about to head out. But yeah, everyone, we're going to be heading out now. And yeah. And also, I would love some feedback about if you were watching on phone and getting the vertical stream from Twitch. I would love your thoughts on how you feel about it. If you could just pop over to my Discord and maybe just put a message, good, bad, whatever you feel. I'll take it all under advisement. But if you could, if you want to pop over to my Discord, and have a look at and if you've been checking out the vertical view of my Twitch stream, feel free to just give feedback and oh, actually I don't really like using that. I much prefer the horizontal version, or maybe you do really like the vertical one, and maybe you could say, oh well, actually wouldn't mind having this in it. So just giving you options. So it could just be, you could say we love it, we don't like it, whatever works. Just would love some feedback. Anyway, let's head over to Elaine, and I will see you guys very soon. Slánzies!